Oh, you fucking idiot, mate. Didn't even have time for a smoke. At least I got a lighter. Well, that was an expedition. Got to the pharmacy and looked at the time for the bus coming back, and it was like then, and I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna make that. And I got home real quick. There it is. Yo. Yeah, cheers, man. Fucking cheers for rolling in real quick. I was just gonna sit and wait. I caught a fucking awesome timing. Holy shit. I actually cannot believe that. But anyway, that's how I get things. Like that. Not in, like... Fuck. Anyway, I guess I'll just be happy that I, did that. Nothing else, really. That and ravens and other things, but other things that I want, not allowed, can't get, the realm doesn't want me to have it or something. But shit like that, bang. I got off the bus, I decided to go to Coles first, because it's on the other side, and I was like, there's no point going on the other side back this way at the pharmacy, because that's to that bus stop going back. So I went to Coles, got the lighter, went straight to the pharmacy. There was actually kind of like a tiny delay because of someone, but if there was someone else, maybe, I don't know, it was actually pretty good. I decided, oh shit, that's right, I should look at the bus while I'm in the pharmacy. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's like late. Cool, I'm gonna get that. And then I got out there and it was actually kind of like gonna be on time, but it was like 7:43 and I was leaving the fucking pharmacy at 7:41. So I just walked right up to the bus stop and stood there for like literally, I don't know, a minute or two, and it came, and I just got off of it and just walked up my street from the main road, H20, fucking bang straight there on the H20 and bang straight back on the H20. Can't believe it. Can't fucking believe it. Because sometimes you have to walk up fucking Queen Street to fucking McGill Road or whatever the fuck, get the other one, the 33, and that comes actually up my street. Anyway, just dox yourself, but anyway, don't really matter. I've already done it like a year ago. Anyone that wanted to know where I lived, all they'd have to do is go for a walk in Morialta and then literally follow me and then get in their car. Fucking. It wouldn't be that hard. It might be a bit difficult, actually. Because I'm actually really aware of it, and now they all know. So. You have to get new people, or still some people that just don't care. They want to get rid of me. They want to just get rid of me at all costs, or something. Because they think I'm creepy and lurky or whatever. And there'll be a few stragglers that just like literally don't care about the whole chosen one thing and how everyone else is scared of it, and they're just going to be like, that's right, I'm staying in, I'm going to stay all in, fuck it. I want to find out if this guy can kill me or not. It's a dangerous game to play, I reckon, probably. So it all depends on what God thinks. And it's got fuck all to do with both of us. Like people like John, up the road apparently, like holy shit. I'm like, if I'm going to heal from that, I need him to actually come here and say sorry, like, properly to my face. And sorry for calling the cops. And I didn't need to actually do that whole shit in hospital for just saying some shit that I didn't actually even really mean. I was trying to get attention. Like, holy fucking shit. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because, like, people that, like, have actually really done something wrong, sometimes really struggle with actually just going, you know what, that's actually just what it is, and I'm actually going to do that with that person, instead of just trying to like get away with it with their excuse of like, oh no, they were doing the right thing or whatever, you know, when actually deep down in their gut they know they fucked up. Because if I can't forgive them, then it's them and God. Then they don't get any good mojo energy forgiveness thing from me that's going to kind of like maybe help them, because they just want to get along. They don't want to deal with like that it was left like that with you, so they still want to like have peace. And then if you do actually part your ways, then you were like happy at the end or whatever. They don't want it to be left like that. Deep down, but then they're still going to be like, oh no, like I had to, sort of thing, or whatever. It's just like, but then how are you actually going to get an apology then? You have to admit to like going, you're actually wrong, 100%. You can't just be like, that you were wrong but right, sort of at the same time. You can't have it both ways. Anyway, it's supposed to be about a strain. Where's my 4 lurkers? Now, I can't. I took it out of the fucking bag. I don't care about the receipt. I don't care. It's $95. I had to put the sticker over shit, didn't I? Fuck, why couldn't I put the sticker there? Because of the barcode? And that's really annoying how they've done that. There's all this blank space here. Fucking hell. Like they put my name right up front. 15 grams, $95. I don't think I'm going to be moving this sticker. It's been stuck on there for too long and I've touched it. Sometimes you can get them off straight away. Depends what the... Don't tear, you cunt. Don't you fucking do it. It did it. Because it was not put on properly. Oh well, that's it. That's all I need anyway, I think. I don't think there's anything under that. Cannabis sativa. Why do they have to put that there? There's nothing. Oh, aura therapy. Aura? Okay, that's weird. Re-up labs, but it's actually aura. Huh. Look at that. Aura Therapeutics. I had their CBD oil or whatever. Aura Therapeutics down the bottom. I had their fucking 200 milligram CBD oil, whatever it was. Was it 400? I don't know, whatever the highest one was when I got it. It's probably higher now, who knows. It'd be good if you could just get thousands of milligrams per mil or something in oil. And THC. THC is only like 55 or some shit. Like, what the fuck? That's a complete waste of money, if you ask me. It's not one of these things. There's your fucking strain review fucking video fucking thing I used to do. Oh, what? That just tore like that. No, this is shit. That didn't even work. You meant to do that at an angle and pull it off. There's no way that's happening. Oh, lucky I got it just with my finger. Right, it's all lit on it. That's interesting. Well, it actually smells alright, so that's awesome. It actually smells like real weed. There's no weird toxic thing, so that's good. But it's all little nuts. Interesting. It's still kind of that whole it's interesting. Little trichome things. And the boost pooch, the boost pooch is like in between all the weed. I've never seen that before. But they put weed in and then the pouch and then more weed. So that's weird. Oh, it's shaped. It's shook. No, they would have done it like that. It's kind of, yeah, whatever. I don't know. We'll see. It smells alright. It looked a bit funny. Not the sort of weed that I usually like the look of. It's like the newer strains. What is it again? Hawaiian apple. Yeah. So there you go. That probably is like a whole fuck knows how many, 20 or something away from probably like land races and shit. Who knows? I don't look this shit up. I'm not the expert for that. The Ganja Man is. Out of the people I know in Australia. People memorise the shit, the trees and all that. The family trees and all that. It's because it's machined probably. It didn't really have any massive cuts anywhere, so I haven't noticed that. I think it was actually so dense of a type of flower that they could have just come along with scissors and took off all the last big leaves with the stem going to the bud, and then just had buds. I'm pretty sure that's how this strain worked, by the look of it. There wouldn't have even really been much of a tree when it was done. Could just pull them off, probably. Okay. So it chopped out sort of alright. That's probably the whole day's worth there. Fuck a gram a day, man. Holy shit, I gotta do that again. At least it's 24%, so I'm gonna get actual stoned. Fucking hell. I mean, Danny had some, but yeah, well, it's better than what I had. That one's no, other one no good. No good. But this would probably be no good as well by the time I finished it. I'd go probably very high, very high chance of that happening. Oh, fucking clean the billy water. You reckon? At least just do that. I've got to do the whole thing. I've got to do it properly. One like you tip it out, and then it's pretty much just perfectly like where you need it. Holy fucking shit. What am I doing? Fuck no. What a sad day to not see the babies at all at the night time. We're not seeing them pretty much at all. We get like one or two pieces in the morning or some shit, and then that's it. And then this one tonight's taken so much. It chopped up like 4 little pieces, and it did that like 7 or 8 times or some shit. Just one bird, it's put like nearly a whole fucking chicken breast fillet into this one bird, man. It's like I'm like watching it, like I'm going, aren't you getting a bit heavy there, mate? In my head, I'm like, oh, come on, man, like. But they are big, heavy birds when they're healthy. Holy fucking shit. And they launch off things, they like make it fucking like move and shit. Like even that big dish will jump off of that and fly, and it's like moving a bit still. So they're a bit bigger than a magpie, but not as fast. Cheers. And the magpie's beak is sharper for piercing and getting things. Here we go. Hawaiian apple. Not apples, not whatever the other one was going to be. Bananas and apples crossed with something. But this. He must have just... I don't even remember hearing this one on the phone. But there was like 3 or 4, whatever he was going to get if they were at the. So maybe all those other ones just weren't there. And then he's just gone, oh fuck it, I'll get in this. Or maybe they suggested it to him. It doesn't say what it is, if it's indica or... It just says sativa, which is wrong. It'd be a hybrid. Hopefully it's close to 50-50. Cheers. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's different. It's like those newer strains of GMO and runts and cookies and all that sort of shit. But with the weird kind of aftertaste thing. This will be good for a while, but I think I'll get into it probably by the end of the tub. All the new weeds never really have like a lasting long punch thing where it works the same every time. But I could have got like an OG Kush or something, he said, and a few others, and I was just like umming about it all. A whole bunch of different strains, just fucking rattled off, that are in that price range. Because I've kind of like dropped my rules for like, oh well hang on, this might still be under those rules. Aura Therapeutics is Aussie, so like it might be Aussie grown. That's kind of one of my rules, but like I'll drop it sometimes for the price. I just don't care actually right now, so I don't care if that was dropped, that rule. But it would be good to get Australian grown organic for the same, for the top like $100 for 15. But that's probably not. That looks like it's hydro grown to me. Or cocoa. It's cocoa probably. Some people reckon they can taste the cocoa in the weed. Holy fucking shit. Don't know about that one. Or smell it. I reckon it is cocoa. Maybe. I mean, that's kind of one of the popular... Or that brick thing. So it's kind of both. It's sort of... I forget what they call that. I said you can have like a root ball but then it goes down into hydro. So it's sort of a little bit of a both thing. I forget what I call that. So you can do more better right at the end. Yeah, whatever, it's weed. I've got it. So that's all that matters, really. It's not shit. It has been semi sort of tailored to what I want and that and all that. So it's not going to be shit for me. It'd be nice if it had what the terps are written on the tub. Right now, that's what I want to look at. It's not one of those brands where they're all like happy about the whole thing. It's just a business. It's just a strain. And I have simple, generic kind of label. Like some like, oh, we did this and we did that and we did this and it was like the trim and then this and then that and the whatever, the cure and it's so good because we did this and we did that and they've got nothing special to mention because they didn't do anything special. It's just to the rules, to whatever the rules are. And they might have even broke it, they could have bent rules or some shit. Who knows what they do. In the medical. It's not going to be crazy because I've still got the tolerance from just weed, just anyway. So, cheers. One of those goons when I got out of hospital. That was heaps good. Well, not really. It was kind of heaps good, I suppose. I don't like being that uncomfortable. Started really. Cheers, Rick. Cheers. That's pretty good. Yeah, I will say they did do whatever they did. Do whatever to sort of. It's not harsh. It's just it's got the THC cough, not some other bullshit cough, terp cough that's irritating, a terp that I don't like, like limonene. Too much is bad. I reckon it's got myrcene. I reckon it does. That's the one I need the most. That's the one I need the most usually. It needs to at least be in there, like the second mentioned, at least mentioned, because sometimes they only just put like 3 and you don't even know what that percents are or whatever. There's only so much you can find out on the thing. Look it up for me. Yeah, see, I'd always get skeptic. I'm just skeptical on weed. All of them. Except for like maybe ones that look more like, not that sort of weed, that weed looks like it's a drug. When there's other weed that looks like an actual flower, more open and stuff, and like, I don't know. This is a denser one. And it's got these weird like shooty offy bits. It does smell good though. Like actually like some kind of fruity, maybe apple. I don't know. Just like a sour kind of smell. Sweet, sour thing, whatever, I don't know. I don't know. It's probably not long term though. It's probably like just a bit of fun strain that I'll hope for 2 weeks and then go to another one, as I do. I've done that with heaps of them. They're good. They're sort of. This is way better than the other one. With the smell, the other one had that weird fucking smell, weird smell. I've got 2 Mars bars, banana still from like ages ago. It's like probably getting pretty fucking ripe. And that's it. Bread that I've touched with chicken fingers, and it's like reduced anyway, so it's like shit. Some barbecue shapes. It's already an open pack. 1 packet of mee goreng, a fucking frozen chicken, and it's just like 1 piece, so I kind of like need that for the birds. My one raven, fucking now, maybe 2 if it brings its partner. I'm pretty sure it's its partner. I had a close look. I've got sort of like a different head. Like if they look straight at you, you can kind of tell, I think. I'm slowly starting trying to figure it out. It takes a long time to figure it. And there are slight differences, so you can tell them apart. It does actually take time, but it's there. It's there, but you don't know it's there until you just have actually observed them for ages. Because if you're trying to imagine that in your head, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like be able to tell them apart at the start. That's like impossible. You're looking at them going, they all look the same. Like there's like young ones or adults, and then you have to try and split that up. So if they're just 2 adults, then is it 2 males, or male and a female, or you know, are they partners? Like, probably yes. If they don't start doing like weird stuff. Yeah. one day when I went down that street, and they were all on the roof of that house that they've demolished down the side. I was tripped out watching them all do this whole fucking weird shit, man. It was like a meeting. It was like some kind of weird fucking raving corroboree fucking shit. That was spun the fuck out. And a few people got to actually see that were walking around in the neighbourhood. I saw a lady walk past it when I was like looking at it. I should have filmed that. I didn't. Anyway, there's a whole shitload of them. Just bloody doing all this weird, like talking to each other kind of thing, and stuff like and like that whole like looking down and looking at each other and stuff like that. Yeah, that was kind of spun the fuck out. Now that house is gone. That was just probably like, what do you call it, abandoned and vacant and just broken windows and shit for like ages. But there might have been someone that lived there that fed the ravens. Who knows, because they were all just there. Who knows? Or it's a hide spot for food that they get and hide it there. Don't know what other someone was feeding, like just there, that didn't live there, but like was trying to deter them from me or just do it there anyway. Anyway, that was cool. Kept the raven doing their thing, yeah. And you get to see different stuff that you've never seen them do. Like spun out. Like when they make that noise, that means like feed me or something. So I heard one do that the other day. It was the baby like trying to convince the adult to let it land. I should stop saying baby because they're not. They're like late teens equivalent to now. And the adults fucking hate them. They just hate them. They don't want them anywhere near their food. And fuck knows where they are, where they're going, how far they had to go to find their own spot. It's not too bad talking about it now, but I actually cried a bit. After tonight. Like they didn't come, and it was just that one, and I just like was thinking about the whole thing. And it's actually like really is actually like these last couple of days, and if not today, might have been like really a real more final cut off. Because I did see one get grabbed further down there, like in the sky. And it fucking went off its head. Like they fell out of the sky, but it was only like not high up, so I couldn't tell either of them where they flew off to or whatever. There's too many like houses and fences and shit, you know what I mean? It was just literally just not that far, so. That would have been one of the young ones getting full attacked. And I've seen that happen on the roof too. One got grabbed, or actually like, yeah, fucking hit by one of them because it didn't look. And then they'll just sweep around for like that one will just keep on them now. Yeah. If I see one of the young ones land like on that dish thing next door or the thing up there, that other one is like 20 seconds away somehow. from fucking sweeping it. And they just launch off, and then that one's chasing it. So you hear them going over, like, I was just sitting there and I just hear this like, and it's that one of the young ones getting chased. And it just goes on forever until they finally leave. And then that one just comes back and lands there, and it's just by itself. Big gill. And it's just like, yep, done. There's just like all this shit there that that's what happened this morning. I was just trying to see if the young ones would do it, but no. It's like they're not powerful enough. They're actually just not as strong, and they just can't. You know, and they're not allowed, and that's the end of it. It doesn't matter how many extra bits I throw up there. It doesn't matter. That one will fly them off and be so persistent wherever the edge is of where it's actually going, okay, I'm happy with this being that far away. It's miles away, right? Miles fucking away, and it's still there, probably. I imagine arguing right over the border, miles away from my house. They might actually have to fly a really far away. When it sinks in, it's going to be very difficult for them when it actually sinks in. But they're going to have to go on a journey of some kind of random straight line, sort of meditative, just fuck off, fly, basically, is what happens. They don't even know where they're going. So they just go. They go up high and just straight line and risk everything. They kind of sort of know how to get back, but they're pretty much putting their entire energy into like some kind of random migration thing. And then they'll just find some spot that's completely empty eventually, do that. They go to a spot and they do calls to find out if any other ravens are there. So they just keep going until they hear nothing. Like after staying there for like a day or two in that spot, after doing calls going, I'm here, anyone here, like sort of shit, and then they just stay there. Which would be fucking like 50 k's away or some shit. Who knows? 50 or 100 k's away, probably. I don't know, or it's not that far away. Or they do sort of stay in the same kind of loose colony thing, which I haven't kind of figured out who stays in that and for how long. And yeah. Because obviously producing more young that can't stay in the colony, so there is some kind of thing to do with staying or not within their social fucking thing. So if they are actually good enough, they might actually be able to stay. I don't know how it all works with the ones that are allowed to stay and what type of relations they actually have, like long term in a confined space. More confined, not like real confined, like to a few trees where they might be able to do that when they're nesting. I think that's how that works, but food is really more argued over, I think. But that's not what is written in there. It's written in the other way around, I think. That feeding is more communal, but I don't know, because then that doesn't make sense. Because they said that, like, they were like their nests are close to sometimes close. But I don't think that's a thing. I think they're like their nest and the territory around the nest to be miles from another nest. That's what I think, but I don't know shit. But it seems like, yeah, they might be more likely to share food with ones in the colony. But new young are going to get pushed away because they've already got enough in the colony. I don't know, maybe it works if like some literally die, then there's replacements. You know? That's what I think Big U is around here. He replaced the shop ravens. And like I completely changed everything, but that was back in like fucking March or something like that. That was all done. They could have died or something back then because they were old. Well, they could have just got their feathers back and be part of the thing wherever they are. I haven't seen them. So, I don't know, that's what I think. I think they just must have died or something. Because there was a shitload of fucking babies, man. I had the entire colony or 2 colonies or something, fucking young, and all the fucking adults fighting over it, like on the power lines and shit out the front. I alerted something like 50 fucking ravens to the thing. The whole of all of them for miles. And they did this whole like flying in a group like thing. I've only seen that twice. Fucking out here, the sky like that way out the front, and then near Marialta, near the trees, like near the gate at the top of that hill. The front main gate where the driveway is. When you come in, when you drive in, there, like they're up there, they're near there, flocking. Kind of thing, and they don't normally do that. They do that at a certain time of year when it's all the young doing it. Or it's just all of them. I don't know, it might be just all of them. But it is something to do with the young pairing up and stuff like that, I think. I want to know if like how this eye thing works, how long that takes, and if I'll actually ever get to figure it out. Like those young ones keeps coming back still, no matter what. They just try every now and then, like they get their own patch, but it's still not far, or whatever, too far for them to like check here every now and then. And then I get to see the eye thing go white fully. And then figure it out maybe if they're like already paired up before that or after. That's what I want to know. If the young ones are like, if they're kind of probably siblings or if they're paired up. So yeah. Maybe they have. Maybe the pair up thing happens first, and then they finish maturing with the mate before they can actually mate. I don't know if that's a thing or some shit. Like they kind of still stay with maybe the male. Like there's a pair, but the male takes the female back to its territory, the family of its father, right? And then they get older, and then they have to find their own patch. Those two. I just don't know if it's like that, and then they get the white eye or some shit, and then have the nest, and that all happens like over a few months or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. So I thought they get the white eye after like a year. That's what I like read somewhere, maybe, or I can't remember. Maybe I'm just making it up. Maybe. But I thought they would have been probably ready to go after a year. Because I think that's how birds work. Like they basically grow up in the whole first year, and then they're just ready, basically, to create a fucking whatever you call it, clutch of eggs. Basically, when they were an egg the year before, now they're able to just sort of do it that next season. Which would be now, or soon, well, but basically now, because like the eggs will hatch when it gets warmer. And then they're in there, I think the ravens, they're in there for like 2 months, probably. What would be interesting is if you like were somehow lucky enough to find one, like maybe got ejected from the nest. And then you could raise it and then teach it to get cash. Lost notes. Notes. Just had people's hands at the ATM. That's why they're banned. In America, they're banned as a pet because you can teach them how to steal money, pretty much. Or at least find it. Like if it's just like wafting down the street or the road or some shit, it's like falling out of someone's car or some shit. But then that goes too far because they actually see it as full-blown food, like because you feed them when they return that. So like if someone's just like got it in their hand and that's actually like grabbable for them, they can grab it. So like someone can have like their whole wallet just taken by them. Because they're that smart, they know that there's a whole bunch more notes in that black little thing, so they're like, fuck trying to just take one note, just take the whole fucking thing and then rip that fucking whole wad out and then take that back to the guy. He's gonna give me a whole bunch of fucking snacks, man. They know all about it. You can teach them. You get your wallet and then you take the note out of there and then you put that near the food. So they associate the note with the food first. And then you start. You have to do certain calls. So bring, or whatever is the thing. I think. It can't be that hard. Figure it out. Make it up as you go. You'd have to have one that you'd sort of like hand raised, man, pretty much, and like inside, and pretty much like you could have the note with the bunny and get it to play around with the note, then like pick the note up instead of the food, because it's like right near where the food was, but there's no food there now, it's just a note, and you sort of like getting it to play with the note, and then somehow probably go to a next step, which would be like take the note away and like give it the food when it picks it up and gives you brings bring, you say bring, and then you give, and then you go yeah, and then like give it the food when you take it from it. And you'd have to do that forever. All those little bits there would have to be all repeat done for like forever. Who knows, like a week, 2 weeks, each one of those steps. Probably, I don't know, might be like that, something like that. And then they just know. Then you do little you start doing like experiments, things like probably like have the different notes, all the different notes, and not have them like just around and stuff. Like not have it in the room, and just and like somehow have it so it can find it. It can just see it in its peripheral vision. Like you don't even actually say anything. It just finds it and then brings it straight to you, and you're like, give the food, and you're like, yep, done. Like there was no note there before, like you had it in the room for ages, and then you deliberately like sort of just have it with you and to go into another room and then just sort of put it there and just go, yeah, okay. Like you've done it heaps of times, so it's used to you just leaving it there for like a moment. You just be like, you just go, just wait here. It knows all these things, like just wait here and I'll be back in a sec. It already knows those things. So you just come back and you put the note somewhere, and then you can see it, and then you come back in, and it just launches off you, and grabs it, and then brings it back, and you're just like, done. I'm gonna get banned now. For fucking, what do you call it, educational purposes? Motherfuckers, yeah, baby. Jezza Raven Training Tips 101. Yeah, I want one. I want one ejected. Eject one for me. Eject. Like it's a fucking spaceship. I'm in a fucking jet. You know. You don't want to do that actually. That means a fucking missile's about to hit. Anyway, the fucking whatever. Well, yeah, it's not good because they like get ejected because they fucking haven't got enough food for them all. Because they can have 5 in there, I think. The fucking Raven Sanctuary would be fucking awesome. Or just some poles or some kind of thing. Like special sort of what do you call it? Perches, mate. Perch for the fucking ravens. And then it's got like little it's kind of like better to throw it to them, I think. I think it is. I think they actually prefer that. If you're feeding them, if it's like it's hard to it's hard to actually explain. If you have the food already there, they kind of go a bit like psycho. They're not as like cool and sort of hanging around sort of thing. They see you as like a thing that's like trying to scare them away from the food or something like that. Whereas if like you've got the food and they don't, and then you throw little bits at a time, they have to like take it easy. Do you know what I mean? Because they can actually take a shitload and like fairly quickly as well, and then come back. They have to go for whatever reason. I don't know why. They have to find another spot. It's what they do. It's just like strategic. It's strategic that they do that. Like automatic kind of thing. Like they grab a whole bunch in their mouth. Too much they can't even hide it in their mouth, and or the way they're holding it, they can't hide it in their mouth either, and they just go to somewhere else where they can see better or something. See over something that they couldn't see over before, pretty much, and then it might cover them from another angle or something, and then they quickly eat it there, and they're like looking around probably. I don't know where they go after my roof, and they stash food places as well, but I think they eat most of the time, but they take a lot in their thing. It can actually hold a lot, and I've seen them like hold ones in their mouth where they hide it. It looks like they've swallowed it, but they haven't, and then they just like pop it back out and then pop it back in and just do that sort of shit before they're flying off. Yeah, and that one was actually interesting. It left pretty much like right on the sunset, maybe like 1 minute past. It didn't actually come back for the very last few bits that I had 2 tiny little bits there, and then I just put them on the roof. Right? So I was standing up on the chair then. I was like, fuck it, if anything gets it, it's probably the rats. But I didn't want to do anything. There's nothing else I could have done with those 2 bits. At the last minute, but it was too far probably for it to come there. The lights are further up. I haven't convinced that that's another thing that I can do here, is now slowly convince that one to come closer to the gutter, like to where the rats are actually, which means it's easier for them to get the fucking food. But fucking rats, and they're smart as, man. They know exactly where the bit is. Like when I've thrown it, that was spun out tonight. I saw this one crawl up there, and it knew exactly where I'd thrown it somehow. It must have seen it land or some shit. And so did the raven, and the actual rat made it to it first. Like the raven was just sort of watching, and I'm just like watching it up there. I'm like, are you serious? You're gonna let the fucking rat get it? And it did. It fucking did. And I'm just like, it took me a while for me to throw the next bit. It could have just flown off, and I would have been like, oh shit, whoops. But I threw another bit, and I got that. But because stuff like that happens all the time, or you throw it fucking too angrily, and they'll fly off. They won't even come back. They didn't even see it. It's like they just thought you were trying to throw something at them or do some kind of weird shit. So it has to be kind of the same that how you do everything. I have to kind of like walk out with the food so they can see it. I don't even like look, turn my head or anything. I kind of like hold it up like that, and I'll go this way, and then I'm like put my head up, and then I kind of like look at them, and I have the food like this, and I sort of go like that, so they can see the whole thing, that whole process, like that. So I just come out and do some thing real quickly, it scares them. So if they come out like holding it, sort of thing. So like with your head down, making the same noises like the you, thing that I do so it just knows that it's me first. It might already like be getting a piece if I've left bits there, but like if it's just there, then I don't want to like scare it off before I've even thrown the bit so I can see where it is. And then it's kind of different if I just like stand underneath and just sort of like fling it like that without it even seeing me throw it. It just thinks it comes from nowhere. Like that's why it was cool seeing one of the young ones like land on the fence and look into my courtyard and stuff like not that long ago. So that was cool, but now that's like definitely not going to be happening. The only way is if somehow the young ones sneak in. They sneak in basically without being seen somehow all the way. Well, it's not here. Which I think they're still kind of like able to kind of do. I'm not sure if the adults have figured out everything. Maybe they have. There'd be some kind of like entrance and exit points. Where they'd come in to be undetected or whatever. They don't even really want to get the food anyway when they land. They're just like too busy looking around to see if they're going to get swooped. They're just happy to have made it, I think. And I seen them this morning. But that might have been it. That's why I was sort of upset. I was like, holy shit, it's actually getting pretty full on. And they're not going to be tolerated at all now. It's just going to get worse. It's not going to get better. That's how nature works. It doesn't stop. Like, I've seen the Corellas all split up. That was a huge mob like 3 months ago, because it would have been all of them. Yeah, communal, big, huge mob or whatever. And now that's all broken up as well. There's like 2 or 3 that you'll see flying together now. So, yeah, everything has to go through it. The miners have to go through it a lot quicker because they grow up quicker. But it's pretty full on actually. I did actually know how cool it is what they do. How everything's so quick, you know. And how they're sort of just considered pretty much like the enemy, you know. But it's weird, I've seen them do that and get pretty violent and then share it like all of a sudden, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Who gets to stay long term? There's so many things that I want to try and figure out. I want to see, like, maybe, I don't know, it's another one of those fucking ideas that I get and then I don't do it anyway. But it'd be interesting if there was some kind of fucking expert on them at the university, and I could just go talk to him and go, yeah, I reckon we should do a whole fucking study properly, like and I'll help you. And it's like we need some kind of way of like chipping them with a tracker. So that's going to be difficult. Around when I started feeding them, like January, do heaps of food like that and get all of them every day, and then start tranquilizing them one at a time, and fucking, so they don't get too spooked, and just putting it back pretty quickly after you've chipped it somehow. With a tiny chip, a tiny one somehow, so it doesn't affect it like at all. And then yeah, that's that. Somehow you can tell which ones you've chipped, so you don't shoot them again. And it has to be like a special dart somehow fucking tranquilizes them, but doesn't fucking, because they've got feathers, you know, like. You have to be like some kind of marksman and hit him right in the right spot, like it's a neck thing. Because there are feathers everywhere, all the big feathers everywhere. The only spots are free, like near the neck. It has to be some kind of special fucking syringe. It doesn't like go in too deep or anything like that. It's just like does what it does supposed to do, you know. But it wouldn't work if you hit it like on the feathers. It's just gonna bounce off probably off of that. But if you hit it at the right spot, and then it just pretty much just falls over, and the other ones just go like, what the fuck? And before they've got too much time to really figure out what the fuck's going on, that it's dead, because they'll just think it's dead, probably, you know. You go over there and grab it. Sort of scare them all off kind of thing. To like, and they just think they're being scared off. They don't really get time to like analyze what the fuck's happened. Maybe like if they did land on something, you can look and all that. But you can try and minimalize the psychological damage by just going over there and quickly grabbing it with like, and covering it with something, you know, as you grab it, and then chip it, and somehow wake it up quickly, as quickly as you can, or don't let any of the others see any of that shit happen. Like, somehow, probably like when you feed them again, get them all feeding again, where you doing that to that one, and then like go and scare them all again or something. When this one's fully awake, that's when you release that one, when you go and sort of like startle them all, so they sort of don't really know how it came back and sort of stuff. This is like, oh, you're back. Yeah, I'm back. That's good. Yeah, cool. Like, come get the food then. It's like, yeah, that's what I was doing, wasn't I? Flashy thinged. Got flashy thinged, man. By the Men in Black. The Raven Man in Black. I'm going to go ask the university for a grant. They're going to give me $20 million. I'll be 33 soon. I'll be like, at the university going, so is there like a raven expert here? And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you know, like how you do bird studies, like on different species of birds and shit. And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, guess what? It's your fucking lucky day, cunt. Albeit, Professor Dickface. I'll be a racing expert, man. That's my future. That's what I'm gonna be when I grow up. Yep. When I grow up, when I'm dead. Through starvation. I'm doing the starvation thing again. It's pretty fun, actually. Not. I'm like that chick off fucking whatever it was. Today, Tonight, or some shit. Or whatever it was, she was on other things. That she had like a tic-tac a day. Tic-tac. 1 tic-tac per day, or some shit. You know, just... Remember that? Does anyone remember that? Well, at least I have a whole Mars bar. And a few barbecue shakes. And an energy drink or 2. But still, just total wrong thing. I don't do this shit. Who does that shit? That's what I do. 5 XP glitch. Can't remember what that was for. 20 minutes ago, man. I'm happy I got weed. I'm always really happy after getting weed. And it's funny that's called re-up. Funny. Re-up really though is like when you're dealing. That's when it kind of really means something. When you go and buy like way more than like you need for that time frame. Whatever the time frame is, hopefully as short as possible, so you can re-up again. And then you've got that amount of loose money of weed. Break even and do it again, and then you've just got a bunch of weed that's yours. Theoretically, it makes sense for people like me on my budget. It's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb that I'm not doing it. Yeah, but whatever. I can't be fucked, man. But we've been trying to find like just your 5 good people or something. It takes ages. I can't be fucked on that. Because you have to be open to like everyone. And then you have to start to be a cunt and lie. Like you don't have it, or you just stop dealing, but still deal to like 3 people or some shit. And then that's how you get by, pretty much. Heaps of people do that. If they've got the hookup with the bigger amounts. Some people can't get, and they just literally can't get it. They only know someone that can get a bag for them, like a 20 bag, 25 bag, or a 50 bag or some shit. Or a quarter at most. And still that's probably going to be like 75 or 80. And that person might have paid like 200 for the Oz. So they're making $25 at least from selling like a cube. But with bags, you only really make like a few dollars if you bought an Oz. It was pretty dumb to buy one Oz and try and sell bags. You kind of need to have more. So it brings the price down. It should go down as you go up, no matter what. Anyway. So if you get like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 ounces, they're all going to be way cheaper. Way cheaper if you get 5 compared to 1. If the guy or the girl is a good dealer themselves. Anyway. It was fun for a bit, I suppose, but too many fucking people don't have any spare time. Well, you do, but then you don't. But too many people coming to your house. That's what I was told. They say don't do that. But it was easier, I think. But that's what made it kind of dodgy in the end, I suppose. Got my fire going. Got my tea going with my Mars bar. Here's Mars bar. Awesome. It's awesome when they're $1.50. I should buy another bar there. $3.50. But whatever. Actually, that was a different price, but it was $3 something like that. I think they are $3.50 now. Just mind-boggling. And tally hos, I can't remember how much they were. I think they're like $2 for a pack now, which is just crazy. Or was it more? Was it 3? Don't know. I think it was 2, I think. I just can't remember. But for forever that was like 50 cents. It was like a cent a paper. Remember that? Pretty sure. And even before that you could get like the other brands of papers for like 25 cents and 30 cents or something. Now even a white is like $3.50. That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they do that to the actual lighters, though, as well. Like that should be $1.50 max, probably, for like what it actually is. Do you know what I mean? Like, can't you just go into like the supermarket and buy some kind of clicky fucking stove lighter thing that has a flame with gas already in it for cheaper, probably, or maybe a little bit more, but like it's got like heaps more gas than that. Like it's non-refillable like this as well. You know what I mean? I think that's what that dude was using in his fucking car. And I seen him in the car park with his crack pipe. He's just sitting there, he's just like, click, fucking had it fucking in there, and he's just like, put it all away, and then just driven off. Like, off to work. With his van thing, whatever. Yeah. Like a Redhead's brand one or some shit. Electric match. Cheese to the worker. Cheese. Wait, I haven't got any doubles, I don't think. That's interesting. Haven't been looking much. At least a couple of Mars bars, it does have energy. It's not much, it still keeps you alive though. That's what a lot of homeless people actually eat. Just Mars bars, energy drinks, and quick things that like have kilojoules still. And they can steal these quickly as well, but probably not much anymore. I don't know how the whole cameras and things work, and if people are just sitting there watching. I don't do that shit. I used to work in the supermarket and I used to watch people that did it. Saw a few people steal shit or try and steal shit. One dude was just like really off his face and he was really bad at it. It was like so clearly obvious to everyone. And he was just trying to put it all in his pockets, like all these chocolates and bars, pretty much all the shit near the front display thing that's like near the checkout. Those chocolate bars and just whatever, lollies and shit. And then my plan was just to like leave with all that. And yeah, that was when I was at Elizabeth, so it was like a bit different security, and I'm pretty sure he tackled that guy. And I'm pretty sure that's what that was. But they're not supposed to, I don't think. I can't remember how that all happened. So just some kind of like weird bang sound, and that's him being tackled to the ground. I think that was pretty much it. That was like down the aisle or something by then. I can't remember, there was a few different ones. One we kind of like chased down the mall thing. God knows why. As soon as we turn it on, the cat's there. It's your heater. No. It's too close. I got PR for like another segment walking. Just on that main walk. Spun out. It's actually like the last little bit, basically, to where the coffee van is. From Hogan's track, down just the last bit. And somehow I've done that quicker, or PR. Because I probably didn't stop anywhere, or not for long. There's too many things to stop and take a video of. Too many. With all the birds. It can be, like when I'm paying attention to it, it can be like 3 or 4 times in like a few hundred meters. You know, it takes fuck all time to travel. And then I'm like, oh look, another fucking thing that I could video, you know. And I'm just like, no. It's a lot different to like just looking at the ground, but with headphones on. Like, especially if you're running, you're not really looking at much and paying attention to much. Pretty much nothing. Just your breath and your steps and all that sort of stuff. Occasionally something, like if it's just like really obvious, but then that can actually turn into a distraction. So unless you can do it, unless you've got like, you're only going like not that fast or whatever, but if you're going like real fast, you're just like kind of like fuck off magpie a little bit, you know, or like, yeah, thanks magpie, yeah, cheers, awesome, thanks for that, but you're not like stopping to like have a whole big how's it going thing, sort of slowly walking past like, hello, fucking video the thing. Or not, just stop maybe and like look at it and shit. I don't know. Shout out to the Mars bar. Let's fuck the roof of my mouth. Ravens. Only 2 now. One I see here and one I see out there. And I'm pretty sure it's not the same one. But you never know. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure I saw the one out there pretty close up today. And it looks different. I think it looks different. But you never know. I don't see why they would leave there. Those ones. It just looks different. It just looks different in the beak and everything. But yeah, it is. It's a different one. Has to be. Like, why on earth would that come all the way here? I mean, maybe. So I want to know, to be sure, like to be actually 100%. Cool, what's the right? You know it's 9:38. And I've only gone for 95 minutes on this one. feels weird. Cheers. Hawaiian apple. Cheers. I mean, whatever, man. I sort of don't really care that much anymore. It's weed. I've smoked so many different weeds in my life. At this point, I don't think it really matters too much. As long as it's not shit. There's good for me, and then there's shit for me. And that's all there is to it. It's working. It's not shit, or it's not shit yet. So. But sometimes weed gets shit like heaps quicker than you expected. Like you thought it was actually really good when you first got it, and it's like the next day actually you have a session, you're like, oh hang on, I taste something different now, or it's like there's something wrong fully. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't get this again. You just like then sort of or it's in like about a week or something. Probably. Or 2 weeks. For me now, for half an hour. We could figure it out with a Q, probably, or a 50, probably. You need like a decent amount to go through, probably. Really, just to use that up by itself for that whole time, to see if you get any weird, uncomfortable side effects, like paranoia. You can't think properly in an too uncomfortable way, because too much THC just does that anyway. Turns you into some sort of different thinking. So permanently, you know. That's why it's a give and take thing. So that's why I'm questioning it a lot more. If I want to actually just stop it and try and stop it for good, or have it as a background lifelong thing fully in my head, like some people are doing and do. It's always something that you think about from time to time when you're a stoner, you know. But it never really happens because you're a stoner, so. Until you do, and then it's sort of shit. I can't really figure out how I got so much like, you know, paraphernalia, and I'm into it. It's a part of my whole ego, or whatever. And routine, everything. Even if I gave up weed, people would think I was still smoking weed probably till I die. Even if I gave it up, they'd be like, "Nah, you've had some. Like, there's no way you fully gave it up. When was the last time you did it?" And I'd be like, say I did fully, and I've just done it, and I'd be like, "Oh no, man, it's been fucking 10 years or 20. Like I'm an old cunt now." I'm like, "No, it's like 50 years ago." And they're like, "Bullshit, you still fucking have." You still get stoned every now and then. I'm like, no. I just smoked a lifetime's worth when I did. You know, so I haven't eaten it for 50 years. Fucking. Like when I did shrooms, I did that for like a year or two. That was enough for like about 10 people's lifetimes supply. I think I'm still fit. I think I never recovered, actually, probably from the amount of shroom trips that I took, and never really learnt lessons from it all. It just built up on top of each other. I never got out of it. Just probably still kind of trapped in a bunch of shroom trips. I've got PSTD from shroom trips that I can't go back into and then fix, because I need to have it as like some dream, like astral traveling, and going back into the shroom trips that I actually had and finish what the fuck I had going on, you know, like and start unlocking stuff, like the Matrix or whatever, or your life or whatever, and then you can't go back and figure it out, sort of thing. But, and then repeatedly doing that. That's why I had to stop in the end. I did, because it was just like the last few weren't actually really that enjoyable, sort of thing. Like it was like they were kind of fully telling me that like you can't do these anymore until you actually do some kind of thing. And I've been trapped in like trying to find the answer still. Like, don't know. Maybe I need another shroom trip now. But yeah. But weed, I don't know if I want to still be a stoner like my whole life. But I'm probably stuck like it. Like it's not like I want to be like unstuck from it. But it's just still there as like a thing that like is sort of annoying sometimes, because it's like, is that what you're supposed to do? And like, am I supposed to have to one day not be a stoner anymore? They're all different things, man. Or to just do it not that much, but then that wouldn't be much fun unless you did just really like it like that. Like to get fully like off your face, completely off your face, but like, you know, only like every whatever, like maybe even just every few days, because you have those days off of it, it resets it sort of enough for you to actually get pretty stoned, because your body's going into like losing its tolerance, basically. Every time you have it, your body goes back into losing its tolerance from that last time you had it. So basically, you just get really stoned every time. Then what are you going to do? You have to have the whole thing kind of like planned out. Like, what are you actually doing? What are you actually using it for? What are you actually doing? Like, you know, to get that effects from it, and not using it regularly to have the tolerance. That's kind of sort of like a different use to the other way, you know. Because like I prefer to have like a session kind of thing, than to just have like a quick bit and then that's it sort of thing. I mean, that works better as a spliff, whatever, outside, and then you're just stoned, and then it just goes, and then you forget about it, sort of thing, you know, it just goes away. So I don't know. And then what you do. And then if you're not a stoner, what the fuck do you do? What the fuck do you do? You know? If you're a stoner and you stop, like it'd be a complete head fuck. Because it's like your pastime and you're buying like this and they're doing the stuff and they're having it there and always doing it. It's just too hard to at least the spliffs, both, just whatever. It's just too hard to imagine it without it, sort of thing. Then there's too much time available to do something else, but I don't know what is. If I had something, then I'd be like, oh cool, this just frees up more time for that hobby, which is great. I'm basically stuck in no hobby fucking thing. Like the realm really did it for me, man. I had to go and figure out all this stuff to make me even believe more that like nothing actually matters, what I was doing before. Buying stuff, collecting different things, and collecting different knowledge, repeat, just sitting there on YouTube watching the same fucking content of something over and over and over. I haven't done that for ages. I've become like expert knowledge on some kind of thing by watching all the fucking videos of the thing, or buy the thing, and watch videos before you buy it and then after it and stuff, and the comparison videos and shit like that. Get right into it, buy shit off Amazon and all that sort of shit, and then I don't know, but it's just kind of all pointless. Everything is when you just sit there smoking bombs. Talking on YouTube or watching it when I used to watch it. Still all that stuff that I kind of like was trying to get myself into and stuff was all kind of just pointless anyway. Honestly, I just want like a little hut somewhere that I live in, that I can like feed the birds and watch them. Just like twice a day, mainly, like at the start and at the end, and then have to still go and do stuff. Some kind of area where it was perfect to actually watch the ravens. It's like where they've done a study or something, or where they have maybe, it's just like real easy, clear to see all of them and where they go and stuff like that. Because of the elevation and the trees, how they're spread out and stuff, and the hills, how that's all just perfect or whatever, and you can just sort of kind of watch them and tell. But with binoculars or whatever. Some kind of special spot. Well, you're just closer, yeah, closer to the thing. Fuck those. Cheers, again. 111 minutes. We lost the lurker. Fuck. Cheers, really fun. Cheers. Yep, lurker's gone. Yep. Yeah. And I didn't get the cleaner today, it was cancelled, so that's shit. It's like Monday now. I suppose I'll go to bed. I only had one of those drinks, I think, which is good. I think I've got empties. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to cut back on them. And then stop them. I don't think I really need them anymore. For afterwards. Just go to something else. It's way cheaper. And that'll be the end of that. Yeah, they create too much uncomfortable effects towards the end. Like, I could still sleep. So, but not with two of them, that was dodgy. I think. So, yeah, but I needed it before to balance out the fucking psych meds. So I'm slowly getting my body back to how I want it, which is like extremely skinny from fasting a lot. And then I'm going to build it back up from there. And it's like, got rid of all that shit that happened. All the water retention bullshit. Everything takes like a month now, because I'm older. So I can't just be like, oh, okay, yeah, and that's just recovered from that step in like a week. It's more like 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks or something, and then it's like, then I can do the next step. Which would probably just go back to having like steak sandwiches, the cheap oyster blade steak or whatever the fuck, and just bread or whatever. Because that was working, I think. yogurt. I used to have yogurt. And then, I don't know, maybe like, yeah, bananas, and just get peanut butter to have on bread, and then that's it, pretty much, and shapes. But at least have the like piece of steak or the bits of steak every night or whatever. I think that was a lot better. Have you ever tried to have raw steak? Like, I think it would be too hard to do. Yeah, no. I fucked the heater up, man, because it's too close. The cat fucked it. It's 16, man. What the actual... Not fun. It got warmer and then now it's fucking 13's the low, 19 was the high. Fuck knows what that was from. That was from when I had the heater on last night. Still, it was during the day, but I don't think it was that warm. Kind of was though in the sun when I was out for a bit, so might have warmed it up here inside somehow. I think it was sunny for a bit there. Steak tartare is raw steak, I think. Yeah. Yeah. But you can just have it as whatever, like Scotch fillet or whatever the fuck, normal steak, and then just cut it up and eat it. Don't know. Never actually tried to do that. Really, I think it's probably too weird. It's probably too weird for me to stomach. How people can eat raw fish, just like some of it's like a bit weird. Like the sushi thing is kind of okay, but like just other fish, like all of it or whatever, some of that's a bit full on. No, not for me. Steak. Yeah. No. But I just reckon it would be probably more nutrients, probably. I mean, I do cook it pretty, like sort of medium rare or whatever. Try and have it kind of fairly rare in the middle anyway, so I mean it still cooks through sometimes and it's just like whatever, but you can get it perfect and it's got like a little bit of red still in the middle. That's actually the best. But anyway, I don't know, that's what I think, because it's too hard to get. I mean, you just have to know how much it's going to cook a little bit extra afterwards and all that, and be really careful with it. if you want it like right on medium or whatever, with no rare at all, but not overcooked. Sometimes that's more difficult than to just go a little bit rarer. Maybe a tiny bit rarer than you wanted to, but like nowhere near well done, but like pretty well done on the outside. On the outside of it, it's like really crispy, but like fucking, that's because you had it really hot. You have to have it super hot. And then, yeah. And then that all depends on the thickness of it as well. If it's a thick steak, they're probably not too hot. Anyway, fuck. It'd be good to do that again. But I have to be careful, especially with those steaks, because it's a cheaper one. And like it's really bad, overdone, overcooked. So you're better off going under. It's more pull apartable. My teeth are like worse, so I don't know how I even go. That's why I think I got rid of the steak, because it just gets stuck in my teeth too much and all that. Yeah, it might not be good. Unless it's really good. The only way to actually do steak probably now is like if it's extremely good quality and really fresh, so it's like play-doughy, if you know what I mean. Like you don't really need to like actually chew it. Normally, like you would normally have to chew other red meat, cuts of beef and stuff like that. And if you get like really good quality steak and cook it good, it's more falls apart kind of thing. So it doesn't fuck with your teeth as much. There's some cheap, you can cook it more, like have it like that medium sort of thing, and it's still soft and like easily chewable. But if you get like cheap and like whatever different cuts of it, right, and overcook it, it's like a nightmare to chew. For me, with my fucked teeth. So you're probably just better off with chicken, but then that's not the same with like all the stuff that's in the fucking beef. You're just getting like protein and whatever with chicken. And the whole like kind of relaxation effect kind of that it has, the chicken has or whatever. I've still got these bloody shoes on, can you believe that? It's fucked. Just cutting off the circulation to my foot. I'm doing training for it. Right. Stuck. It's fucking, it's starting to lose a fair bit. Because I have to go on the road so much, but I try and be careful, like try and skip, like I'm pretty good at walking, pretty fast, pretty quick. Even from to places now, like from the bus stop, it's all back. My back is back, basically. And all the core, all the yeah, whatever. For walking. Still never got to put that fucking love heart thing into the mud or anything. Kind of looked like that's what you were supposed to do. It's just weird how they did that like that. I suppose I'll go to bed. Back to the days of leaving Skerricks on the tray and going to bed. Yay. Come out, have a Skerrick cone in the middle of the night, go back to bed. 3 a.m. Skerrick cone. A 3 a.m. Scared Rick cone. That's when you have the cone, and then you're going back to the bedroom, and there's Scared Rick in the hallway. Going, nah. And you're like, oh fuck, how's it going, Rick? Cool. Cheers, man. Night. Off you go. Back to bed. Cheers, I just had my Skerrick and got my Scared Rick. In a dark hallway, you know, on the way back. Like it's like a long hallway, whatever. You know, a house, like one of the houses with a long hallway, and it's like you're a kid, and you go, it's dark, like all the lights are off, and you gotta go all the way back to your room somehow. It's dark, and you to get to there, just to turn the light on, and you're like, fuck, I'm scared, man. And then Scared Rick there, he like pops out of nowhere. Like a little midget version of Rick. He goes, hey. And you're like, fuck. How's it going, Rick? How's it going, Mini Rick? Mini Scared Rick? Mini Skerrick? Mini Skerrick. That's what I had. That's what I smoked. And it just appeared in like human form. The Mini Skerrick. But it's, that'll forever be a thing, man. Skerrick. Where did the fuck that word come from? How called the little bits of weed Skerricks? I don't even know. It just is. And then it's so close to that. Scared Rick. It's so close to that. Yeah, that's actually an awesome little story, actually. I reckon that was pretty good. That's what your Skerricks are for. At 3 a.m. Scared Rick on the way back. I'll drive back to bed. Back to bed in the hallway. And it's like, where's the scared Rick? Oh shit, there he is. How's it going? Yeah, back to bed. And yeah, and the real Rick here, Rick, is sitting at home with like a crystal ball, doing some kind of weird seance thing to get like this little midget Rick in your hallway. He's like, he can see you and everything. He's like, yeah, we'll do it now. And then the scared Rick appears for you after you've had your scary cone, your 3 a.m. cone. Hey, look at that. There's a scared Rick face. Awesome. There you go. There you go. We've got lurkers. It's at 4. Holy shit. Let's go. So yeah, back are the days of saving skerricks on the tray. Yeah. Whatever. It's the first time. The way I said it the first time was better. Yeah, did the thing, eh? We got rid of 2. I noticed, and they bailed. They're like, oh no. You know what? It's probably just YouTube. It's YouTube bot, alien bot things in the Matrix, alien robot bot fucking creations of AI. Itself. It's created more. It's done an Agent Smith basically, and created people. I mean, not people, like them, things to watch us. Probably. So you just get like a view, but it's like actually just from a fucking an AI. It's just watching you, just going, oh yeah, okay. So you're that guy, and you do that, and say that, and do this, and there's your channel, okay, yeah, cool. Look at it all, cool. I'm just gonna like download everything and then put that into my memory bank too as well. Thanks, bye. So if that, maybe I've had a whole bunch of those just come in and go, I'll just sit there and watch for a bit and go, yeah, I think I might actually go and watch your entire thing and just put it in my memory bank. Cool, thanks, bye. And they go and do that, they're like, ding, and then they just go on to the next person. And they just collect people. Literally, they just collect. So like out of my thousands of videos, like 1.2, whatever it is, what is it, 1.4 or something, whatever it is. They just go watch that all in like a few split seconds. But they've got to come and watch the first 5. That's how they find you. They're just cruising around and they're like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, actually, yeah, I will. Yeah. And then they just go on to the next fucking channel. And they just like, they watch the person for a bit and they're just like, yeah, actually maybe not. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go back and try and find someone else that's more interesting. And then they're people collectors. They're like the people collectors. The cat's back there again. This is how it's happening. I'm not even getting the heater and bit. I'm trying to fix it a bit. That's irritating. You have to wait a whole more amount of time for it to reset or some shit. Get your skerricks. That's actually the bedtime cone. right there. Now there's scarrots to be left on the tray. Yay. For the 3 a.m. there probably won't be though, because I get up like 2 hours after that, so there's just no point for me really now, I don't think. 1 a.m. makes more sense, I reckon. I'll go to bed at like fucking 8, not tonight, but that was the end of that, wasn't it? We're screwed now. That's the end of it. Now we're screwed. Now. I should have got like a coconut water. I've got to get those. I've got to keep remembering to have that around. Holy fucking shit. I should just figure out some way or some place that has like a whole box of it. Like that Coco Dello brand. Some bulk foods fucking place, if there is such a one. I don't know, it'd be like, it's like $5 per one, but like with that it might be whatever. I don't know, it'd be good to find that somehow, bulk somewhere. It just came it. Have one of those like every day. They went on special or something, I can't remember what it was. I think it was still like about $5. $4 or whatever. Bedtime cone. Cheers, Loca. One Loca. Hawaiian apple, not too shabby. I've gotten used to the like whole first initial taste thing now. I'm pretty sure it's like gone away. It's just weed now. It's just like, yeah. But yeah, it was kind of interesting at the start. Bedtime, Billy, cheers. Cheers. I'm gonna need a drink. Cheers. Got the heater back. The cat's there. Like as soon as it starts working, she came back. It's so much better when she's just already in bed. She was already in bed. Then she came out. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's calm. Oh, he must have picked a good one somehow. Like with the effects and everything. That's pretty fucking good. Nothing really bad at all. Nothing weird, bad. Nothing bad at all. So it probably would do more if I had like a spliff. But yeah. I don't know. Like I'm sort of over Billy. Like it's like my lungs have gotten used to it in the exact same spot every time. Some shit. I need to change the Billy, like the size of the Billy and everything, to get a whole sort of different effect. That's a good thing about using different Billies. Yeah, like lungs and throat doesn't get like a tolerance build up of it hitting the same way, kind of thing. Going in, the inhale. The inhale is different. Yeah, they'll chug different and do different shit. So in a way, it's much better to have like 2 or 3 different bongs that are all sort of the same kind of size, maybe slightly different in chamber size as well. And then yeah, you wouldn't get used to it being all concentrated in one area. I mean, I do the inhale pretty good, so it's like even. But yeah, it'd cane if I went to a different Billy. It'd be a whole different thing then. Cause it's like the way, yeah, anyway, the way you pull it basically. Look at these fucking little things in my ears. Little bumps and shit. I was told once by a doctor ages ago it's from like getting too cold and hot and stuff all the time. Don't know about that, but like some of these things here, like little pimples and shit. When there was a bit that was like right on the edge. Yeah, there, I think. That's when I got told that was from that. I don't know. Parasites. Yeah. Yeah, but that was after. This was like before. Some kind of weird. Yeah. I used to see the GP like in person all the time when I was younger. You know, like it was like a form of a smaller form of frostbite kind of thing that happens from going from hot to cold really quickly or some shit. That's what they said, I think. Something along the lines of that. If it wasn't exactly that. So this is where I need to crack another can just so I've got a drink. Which is stupid. I don't really want to drink the tap water because it's tap water. That was the other thing, like what was I actually going to get for tea anyway? I had no time. Unless I actually got off the bus and went to the shop down here and got something and came back, then I could have had that, I suppose. But with my medical, I just couldn't be fucked doing that. I didn't even think about it at all. It's just like, I'm taking this home, I'm just going straight home. Like, but even then, I could have just dropped it off and then still gone and got something. I don't know, maybe those cheap steaks and just cook them really carefully and then eat it straight away. See if my teeth can fucking handle it. Yeah. Don't know. It's fucked. Barbecue shapes are fucking hard to get clogged in my teeth. But chicken's pretty good. I can eat chicken pretty quickly. Barbecue chicken, that works. So I should just get them. All the time. From now on, just live on barbecue chicken and bread maybe. Like at least have sandwiches of it. And mayonnaise, maybe just put that in the fridge. Have fucking shout out lurkers. Have chicken and mayonnaise. Sandwiches. I'm pretty tired. Even though I didn't even walk far. I didn't go to the waterfall. It was just like 4Ks or some shit. Plus the whatever I did at the start. So not my normal like over 10, this was like 6 or some shit. But I'm still backed up on sleep from like a few nights ago when I couldn't sleep. So yeah, that's going to catch up with me. Plus it's 10:33. We lost that lurker. Bye bye. Hi bye. Might just add backy bomb, or we could put the skerricks on. I'll just do the skerricks now. Because I'm not doing the 3 and leaving the tray. Fucking yay, skerricks bullshit. Not tonight. We're still here. Rickathon. This is bedtime, Billy. Doing my little tobacco plug thing. We lost everybody. Where did they all go? Fuck. Rick. I'm doing the thing soon. I'm gonna have this and just go. No one's coming back. Rickathon, they're gone. They're lost forever. Parasites. Yeah. Parasites. That's the answer to everything. No, not really. It's just, yeah. Probably since I was a kid because of the sugar. I'm just a sugar addict. No, I'm still here. Yeah, but I lost everyone else. It was like 3 or 4 or some shit. Well, now there's 2. That's kind of too hot. Too hot now. Yeah, you can have a cat. Screw this, I'm going to bed. We got warmed up. That's good enough. It made me tired. I think I fucking hate that. The heater did it. There's hair everywhere as well in my ears and shit. Rickathons, it's not always fucking parasites. There's itches everywhere. Look at the thermals underneath. Plus I walked in there pretty quick, a little bit in patches. Not much, a little bit, just, yeah. It's tripped out how I did a little bit and then it recorded it at that as a PR, so that was cool. Yeah. This is the bedtime billing now, this one. That one was the second last, this one. And we've got some scaries. And they can stay on the tray, or maybe not. No, they can't. They can stay on the tray. Yay, scared rigs. The scarings. Why did I have to make that a thing? The scarings. Cheers, Rick. Cheers. Bedtime Billy. Going to bed. Fuck's sake. Cheers. Yep. That'll work for a while. Night. Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. That's the warm-up one. Fuck this. I need I'm not having all this, I'm just saving it. I'm just gonna have a bit and save it and then go to bed. There we go. The wheat dog is on there. Perfect. Sweet dreams, everybody. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else there is. What else happened? Nothing much. So Danny. Got lift back, but then you have to go because I was waiting for the dog, the phone with the doctor. That took a while, and yeah, I knew like when he was talking to me that the Ravens were going to come the first time, but then I think they didn't stay for long because of fighting at all. One was flying it off. It's cool how it comes at the end there, just that one now, so that probably will be a regular thing. Just the one at the end of the day. Ear parasite. Fucking ear parasite, man. I'm gonna get my knife and gouge it out. One of my knives. Because I'm a knife guy, a knife collector. Better watch out. I'm schizo. Schizo confirmed. Fucking psych ward. Schizo confirmed. Fucking knives to take parasites out. Imaginary parasites out of my fucking ear. Camera. I'm like chopper reed, man. Worse than chopper reed. Because I've got the parasite. I've got a parasite, man. Parasite. Fuck. It is though. All the sugar and shit. Who knows who I am right now? I'm just the parasite. Oh no. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it with wormwood. Wormwood and whatever else. Fucking garlic or some shit. Clove or some shit. Fuck knows. Cayenne pepper. I don't fucking know. All the what the fuck's that thing? There's some kind of fucking seed. Some kind of seed. Some shit. All these spices and herbs or some shit. And do a full detox somehow. But because while you're doing that, you can't eat the stuff that the parasites want, so you have to fast or just have like fruit or some shit, like some fruit that they don't like. The only one is probably like watermelon. That's why there's like a watermelon fast thing. So you just do that, but like add more of those the herbs and spices and all that stuff together with like the watermelon fast. But it has to be organic watermelon. And it has to be like pretty much like the juice of it. And so like the only way to get juice to the watermelon without the seeds is to have the right juicer kind of thing. Pineapple, yeah, that's got too much sugar. The whole point of watermelon is because parasites don't really eat it, or very little. It's not something they can sustain themselves on. But you have to do it for like a week or some shit. nothing but watermelon. Organic watermelon. That's all you're allowed to eat. Or whatever. Making smoothies. And then juice it. The proper juices, it squishes it all out into the juice. Not a blender, or like that type. The other type. And then you have to go and fix your microbiome after that, because you've destroyed it. Everything kills everything. All that stuff kills everything. Like it fucking destroys the inside. All the special herbs and spices and that just like rips out the fucking inside of you, pretty much out of you somehow. And then you have to go and start all over again, like with microbiome, fucking shit, whatever it's called, for your stomach. Lactobacillus, like yogurt and shit like that. Afterwards, so you can actually build up all the different bacteria that you actually need again. Or get those tablets with a whole bunch of different fucking strains in there, and take that afterwards. But the whole process is going to be completely fucked for me. So, yeah. Don't really want to do it, to be honest. I should need to know more about how to actually do it properly. Without fucking chickening out like a day or two into it, like have all the stuff that you need, different types of somehow, I don't know, ways of dealing with it. Some people do like full just water fast, but like for a long time, days. I'm not sure about that, but yeah. I haven't really tried that, because I'm always having some kind of fucking sugar thing. Like I don't eat much, but then I do still have like some kind of stuff. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to stop getting frozen pizzas. They don't do fuck all. It's good for a snack. Doing the thing, I did that thing for the thing, doing the things that biotin in pineapple eats them. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Maybe it's like when you're doing the whole thing, you got the watermelon and you could like somehow make a juice, but like add all the herbs and spices and shit to the drink, so it's just all like drinkable basically in one of them, watermelon juice. Just do that. Or, whatever else. Fruits that aren't bad. Pineapple
pineapple, I suppose, if it's not. But it's still got like sugar that you'll be countering. Watermelon doesn't have that much sugar. It does, but it's like mostly water. That's the whole point. To sort of trick yourself that you're actually eating, but you're not really getting much at all. And then that starves them. So what I consume just feeds them enough, as well as I get enough just to survive. So that's what they do. I don't know what they take, but it's probably like half or some shit anyways. But we've all got it, everyone has it depending on what level, and then you have to do that thing. Apparently they used to do it every year, like it was real strict for like a time. I think it was to do with Venus, the Venus retrograde, or whatever time. Because that's 40 days, so it was probably like about that long. So imagine that, like every year, just not eating for like 40 days. Not 40 hours. And you know how you 40-hour famine, whatever the fuck thing that is? I did that when I was a kid. Isn't it like over like a weekend thing where you don't eat and you have like barley sugars and shit like that? I'd probably do really good at starvation type competitions for like Guinness. Just don't eat for like ages. Just have water. I wonder what the record for that actually is. I mean, no, actually, like, there'd be crazy times that have all done that forever. It'd be fucking crazy amounts of time. Buddhist fucking monk or some fucking shit. Some Hindu, some Indian, some fucking whatever. You know? And just somehow live forever, just on water, basically. They're a water-arian, part breatharian. Also, a water-arian is a breatharian, basically by default, because they have to get some of the energy just from the ether via the breatharian method. Shout out the breatharian method. Ether, smell that? That's ether. Get some ether into you. Get etherfied. Fucking hell. Bedtime. Just me and you, Rick. We lost the local. Oh well, enjoy rewatches. That was Hawaiian Apple. Keep forgetting. There's no way I'm going to remember that. It's just a whatever. It's a whatever name. There's no way I'm remembering that other one either. It's called Ink T19. Ink T19. Okay. Cool. Probably won't even ever remember that. I just need to have a shower. It's outside, being outside of the skin, and I can't be fucked either. I think I might just get changed, put the hoodie on, have the hood on, and go to bed with the hood on. of my other hoodie. That's what I do. That's what I do now. The daggy hoodie, but it's kind of warm, a bit warmer when you put it on to lie down. It's been another day of just out, being out and about. And getting a medical in the dark. Yeah. When the car's driving around, it's a bit different to the morning. And there's fuck all. It was kind of still busy, semi-busy, because people just gone home or doing shit, whatever. Alright. Cheers, Rick. Cheers, Lucas. It's 10:55 p.m. Peace out. Stay magical. Stay toasted. Cheers, Rickathon. Cheers, workers. Have a good night. Have a good fucking. Hope you enjoyed your dinner. But whatever it was, we just skipped that tonight. We skipped it. That's what. It's been skipped. It's a few barbecue shakes if I'm hungry, literally, before I go to bed. I'll wake up and have too tired. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. It's Saturday. No shit. You've got a day off, don't you, I suppose? Enjoy that. Enjoy the Saturday off. And the rest of Friday night. The Friday night shebang. Jezza out. Jezza out. Yeah, 100 foot sore. Jezza out. See you tomorrow. Legend. Sponsored by Rickathon. There it is. I can't show it again because fuck that. My name's right on the front. Bloody. Anyway. See you all tomorrow. Cheers, Rick. If there's anyone else, if there is anyone else that watches it, cheers. I suppose. Yeah. Cheers, we're out. Well, you. Cheers, Rick, man. Cheers. Legend. I don't know where I'd be without you, Rick, man, to be honest. I said that last night, I think, when I ended it, I just said, I think I said it to the cat, I was like, where would I be without Rick? And I have no idea. So, yeah. Yeah. Good. Alright. Ending it.